he just has fun playing bad. Like, we'll be at church, all dressed for church, and he hears a basketball bouncing in front. He's like, check rock. Like, even I love basketball, but not like that. I'm not hooping in my church clothes. Maverick fam, how is it going? How's your mama? Your boy Dion, aka I Maverick. Got a majority of the fam with me. Wifey, Trent, Flam, Luke, Juice. Oh, Juice, I see the waves.
It's getting there.
They getting there. They are getting there. He probably got you now.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Yeah.
Loose
do-rags, man.
I listen, my do-rag be tight.
Alright. Okay, so we're doing a Q&A. I had, whoever's at the office will do one. And, y'all see who we got. So I included everyone in a tweet. People sent in questions. If you want to participate in these, you should follow me on Twitter. Okay? So you can see it when I post the next one. Wifey, we'll start with you. What's one thing that sold you on marrying Dion? Why do you think? He asked me the same question, and I already know. I'll go with just that she had my back when I, with all of my dumb ideas. And even as a friend, she just really believed in me. And I've always been someone with big goals and big dreams, and that's like the main thing that you want in a life partner, right? It helps that she's sexy. It helps that, almost said some other stuff.
I was trying to catch you.
Right. It helps that she's funny and has a sense of humor. But like at the core of it, when I'm trying to have a long life with someone as my partner, that's dope for that they can just believe in you before any of it is real and support you to get there. So, good question.
That's dope.
I answer.
Yes.
Okay.
Remember your back a little bit. So you gotta...
Oh yeah, I would say his I don't even know how to explain it for real. Really his unapologetic nature of just being who he is. Dion, since he was 16 years old, as when I met him, has had this just aura of confidence that isn't like arrogant, like egotistical, or like unattractive. It's just this sexy swag confidence. And then just even with, I said before, he used to carry, he had his Bible in his backpack and it was used in notes in the corners and things like that. So I just always felt like he had a really good foundation, like as this like crazy tall tee wearing teenager. He was like a good man. Like I just thought that was a good start.
Heard up. Okay. Juice, was there ever a moment when you and Dion almost fought?
Yeah.
Okay, there's been multiple, or anything you can think of?
Just once.
Are you thinking about the time I'm thinking of when I went to the office?
Yeah. That's the only time I can think of.
Yeah.
There's been times where I wish I could like give him a clock real quick, but that's just in the heat of like playing video games and stuff.
Right. Yeah. And that's more between me and Juice, but we just had, at least I thought we had a clear understanding on how something was supposed to go, and it didn't go that way. Mm-hmm. And there's very few things that I get very frustrated with to where I'm that mad. Hopefully y'all never see it. Y'all has no reason to, but it had to do with home base and how things are supposed to go at my home, and Jesus. I think you were probably the only other person that was there that's in this room, right?
Yeah.
I think Trent was there.
Were you there?
I don't
not there.
So.
No. You can't not think you're
girls and Zoe. It was Melanie, Bianca, Paulina, Zoe, and me.
And she seen me like that, she could probably count on one hand. Because there's certain things. And me and Juice have been fine since.
Like when you saw him, did you know something was up?
I threw myself in, but he practically dragged me because I was holding I was trying to hold him because he pulled up. The way he got out the car, I was like, oh, hey, come here. Where you going?
It's worse when I didn't have a whole drive to have my soundtrack running. I'm like,
yeah, looked at a combo list.
Yeah. I was just in there memorizing it. I already had I had envisioned it from there to me going.
Dang, that's crazy.
We was in the sweatshop, just peeling vinyl, chucking it up with my sisters at that screech. I was like, oh no, somebody's about to die. Stop, don't do it.
Dang.
Right, and it's so cool because y'all gonna wonder what it is, but I think that's a big credit though to Juice, though, that we haven't had any issues. How long have you lived with us? Like
5 years.
5 years.
5 years. And I really feel like he's done a really good job of respecting just the very few things that I asked to be in place. And besides that, I don't disrespect Juice either, though. You know what I mean? Like, I don't go around talking to him crazy. I respect him for the man that he is. And I think my role in his life is to help him become the best man. So I'm not ever trying to, like, down that or poop on that. I'm one of Juice's biggest fans. And so we don't have, like, y'all see us talk crap in games. Outside of that, that's all. We don't even take none of that serious too much. And so Juice is a man. I respect that. And Juice has done the same and respected my home and my family. And so we've had issues. And same with Flam. Flam's never disrespected that because I respect him as a man. Same with Luke. But yeah, that's the only time. Flam, most embarrassing moment.
Like with you guys or like
any in life that you can think of.
There was a time when I think I said it in her closet confessions. My cheeks were out in a football game. I got tapped, like,
oh man,
I drugged somebody. He was holding my back and just pulled my pants down, like, just my cheeks out.
Is it like a highlight clip of it? Like,
yeah, if I hit my coach, I think he got it, but
dang.
I got the first down though.
There it is.
So, you know, but
all that matters.
Cheeks was out. They called me Cheeks for like 3 weeks.
Dang. And when you saw the clip, was it a little bit like, were you impressed? Like, okay, my cheeks, because you don't spend a lot of time looking at your cheeks. You were like, okay, that's good. Or were you more like, dang, man, they don't look as good as I thought?
No, because like our game film was like 1080p, so you saw like, and it was just crazy, bro.
You like seeing your cheeks in HD.
Man, and then there was like shawties in the crowd. You know, you in high school, you got a reputation.
Right.
They called me Cheeks for like 3 weeks.
Jeez, cheeks.
It was a little embarrassing.
All right, you probably should have told us that. We're going to start calling you Cheeks, man. Especially
Please
Trent.
don't. Please don't.
All right.
Yeah.
Trent, people love asking this, so you might have to expand a little bit. Can you guess what they're asking?
Oh, what?
How is business?
Good, actually. Yeah.
And that's why he keeps getting it.
Wait, no, it's gonna be the best of my life. This is the best part of my life right now.
So this is the best thing business has been going.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how I feel.
Right. Luke, how was your family when you first said you're moving to New Mexico?
Ooh. It was tough. That's something that definitely took them a while to get used to. All of this was very out of the blue, you know, and it wasn't sort of something that they were used to, and it's very different from like the life that they're used to living. So yeah, it was kind of tough for a while, you know.
So did they like sit down and watch some of the? Because I remember me and Luke talked a while. They were very skeptical.
Very.
Mainly because you dropped out of college.
Yeah.
And who's the teacher?
My dad's the teacher.
His dad's a teacher.
My mom's a lawyer.
His mom's a lawyer.
So very like
straight go to college, get a job. And he's like, you know what? I'm white, fluff that, and I'm gonna go work for a bunch of black people. And they were like, Luke, hold up. They don't drink milk, Luke. They got eczema. They watch the Fresh Prince. Like, what, Luke?
What the heck?
Yeah, so shout out to Luke. And that's why we rock with Luke so heavy, because not a lot of people can go against the grain of what your family's used to doing, man. Yeah. And he did that for us. And so that's why y'all see us roast him so relentlessly, but also ride for him. So we appreciate you, Luke. Wifey, how did you stay patient with Dion as he matured to who he is now? This is coming from another woman.
Because I was in love with him for who he was. And like Chardonnay, you just got better over time. It's just...
That's deep.
When you... and it's crazy too, because I realized that when we told my dad that we were going to get married, he was like, how do you know you want to get married? Oh, it's like, what kind of question is that? I sold all my stuff and moved out of state. Like, what do you mean?
When I was living with my mom.
he was like, no, if nothing about him changed for the rest of your lives, would you be okay? And I really took a day or two and thought about it. And I was like, yeah, he was a loudmouth, crack talking, debated, like on 10. Like what y'all see now, And then just over time, he just got wiser and calmer, and we had kids. It's just watching him grow is what kept me patient, because there is growth all the time. Dion, I don't know anybody who's more so constantly wanting to do better and improve on like every area of life, like on their own regard, not because of anything anybody said. It's Ninja, wake up, hey, how can I do better? Like what?
Right.
Good morning. So I think his growth is what was appealing and kept me patient.
For shizzle.
There it is. And then her second part of that was, Dion, what motivated you to be the man you are today? I halfway don't like that because it's almost like insinuating that I've reached like that man that I am.
Example.
Yeah, I still look at myself as like very much in progress, and I don't even look at the bar as even half filled. So a lot of times I have a vision of a certain kind of man, and I'm like, Ninja, you need to do so much better. So it's rarely that I can't think of really any days where I wake up and I'm like, Ninja, you are killing it right now. It's never that. It's like, dude, come on. And so, but I don't know. There definitely was a switch when I kind of started taking my walk with God closer. I always wanted to do a lot of things, but now I'm so more concerned at how we do them and the kind of man I am and example I am as I'm doing them. That's weird for me too. I don't know where it came from. Like the fact that I think that deep on things is God. Because like me just being me growing up, I don't know. That really wasn't the focus. So yeah, that's a good question though, for sure. Trent, what kind of job could you see yourself having? And actually, this is for Trent and Juice. What kind of job could you see yourself having if you weren't doing what you're doing now?
Professional basketball player.
Is that like your two biggest loves? Hoops and like editing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, if I wasn't working here, it would suck. It would suck.
I agree.
Because that means I wouldn't have probably learned much about like business and probably had like an actual job and
Like job 9 to 5.
yeah.
Well,
Where they don't give a fuck.
Big facts.
that's one thing. Can't no one take. We give a fluff. Trent or Luke, do you think we give a fluff about you?
Thank you.
We give very much fluffs about our people. Flam, how'd you get your passion for music?
I was raised in a old-fashioned Christian household with my grandparents. I was in the kids choir, I was in the teen choir, and then I got to the adult choir when I left for college. But ever since then, I just fell in love with all kinds of music, like old school rock, like 50s, like Lil Richard, Chuck Berry, Tyrone Davis, OG R&B, soul type. But my passion as far as rap, my uncle Trax Million just threw me in the lab one day and was like, rap something over like an old E40 beat. And it was just so cool to hear my voice on a song that, you know, you hear songs on the radio all the time, and then I heard my voice and it was like, oh yeah, I'm nice with this. I started reading dictionaries just to find the definition of words and being able to rhyme a little differently than the average rapper.
Man freestyle, you could just throw out any word.
Yeah,
and don't roll with it.
And that's also where like church comes into play, because being in the choir, you know, there's always that one person that goes crazy with the solos and kind of goes off script as far as, you know, you're in the choir and you keep doing this, you just keep it going, and you got to kind of drag it out.
That was you, Flam?
Solos?
Uh-huh.
Nah. I just got inspired by watching people do it. So I'm like,
okay.
So
This is the second time.
She ready to cook you.
This is the second Flam.
Oh.
This is the second time. It's only been a couple hours.
You talking about singing again?
I'm talking about music. He said music.
And you went through your entire Baptist choir singing career.
And then puberty hit.
So no,
That's how I
adult
was.
choir too.
When my
You
balls
said
dropped, I
adult
stopped
choir.
being able to sing.
But you can get
I used to
carried.
be good at
Said
singing.
adult choir.
Flam.
Just-
Why can't you
Sing
sing
a
it
song.
anymore?
I was in the adult.
Sing a song.
You got so chest.
My voice is
Sing it.
Oh,
My
That's
voice ain't
singing,
the
bro.
same. I used to be in choir too, bro.
Oh.
Flam.
And you get carried by people in the choir.
Yes. Yeah.
I just now got comfortable with singing like around people.
Then why go through all the levels, Flam? Why not just say you sing?
He asked the question. I gave him the origin story.
Okay, so we can't full the full nature of the story unless we hear you sing.
See you when I see you, track 2. See you when I see you, track 2 on the album. You'll hear me sing, no auto tune. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
I got you, Jazz, on Thursday. I'm telling you. Let me just throw the little Vicks vapor rub, get my sinuses cleared. Which is great. My elevation sickness is still in play. So when I get adjusted, I'll have the you know. So yeah. But yeah,
There it
that's
is.
how I fell in love with it.
Okay. Okay. This next one is actually for Luke. Luke went to go bless us and turn the heat off.
Amen.
Juicy, remember he said he had to
I
use
heard
that
it kick
Halo
on.
Do it.
Yeah.
I heard it kick on. It's about to get ugly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do have Vale over there in the corner. Vale, come over here.
Sorry, Bill.
You're like random giggling.
Come here, Vale.
She was keeping me company.
Come say what up. This is our middle daughter.
The Hooper.
Come here.
Thing 2.
The Hooper.
Thing 2 in the house.
Tell him about you. Tell him your name. Tell him how old you are. What grade you're in.
All right, that's it. Go
All
sit
right,
down.
she gonna be shy.
You out.
All right, Luke, for you,
What's up?
top 3 movies.
Ooh.
Now this is big. They're trying to get to know you. You could really fluff this up.
It's
I
about to
can't.
be all Star Wars.
Yeah.
No, no.
I can't. What are my top 3?
All right. First one is The Dark Knight.
Mm.
That's
Because
number
you're a
one.
Batman fan,
Yeah.
my guy.
Because Batman's the best superhero.
Let's talk to me.
Should we
I don't even want to
Honor-
know who you're gonna say. You're gonna say something
I'm an anime
Wild.
guy. It's hero.
like
woman?
the fact that you've been talking about anime characters in the same conversation with superheroes.
Yeah.
Super,
Get the fuck up outta here.
See, Superman,
The
there's a
disrespect.
logical debate there.
Yeah.
I'm an anime guy.
Anime like Naruto.
The fact that you even
What's
said
his
that.
favorite
All
movie?
Number 2 is Empire Strikes Back. And number 3, I feel like I have
That's a Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. And then number 3, I can never think of my number 3, but I know there's one out there.
Okay. Let me ask you this: have you seen Training Day?
I don't think so.
Have you seen Inception?
Yes. I saw Inception once, and most of it just went over my head. So like, I have to watch it again. And no, it was cool, and I
Okay.
could see it was a good movie.
Right.
I just I don't know. I just don't get into like the whole like getting blown away by the fact that like the Earth is just folding up
But
Yeah.
why was it folding up? Do you know why it was folding up?
because they were like going through a dream or whatever.
Yes, the dream was collapsing. You don't get it.
No, it
Okay,
was deep.
okay,
No, I
okay.
saw-
It's
I
cool.
saw it
It's
once.
cool. I want to argue. I want to argue. I want to argue.
My favorite.
Have you seen Bad Boys 2?
I haven't
No
seen
wonder
any of
your top
guys'
3
movies.
sucks. You don't watch good movies,
Bad
Luke.
Boys.
Babe,
Bad Boys
My-
for life.
let the boy have his question.
I'm trying to think of my third though. I have a third.
Like,
Don't disrespect me.
Probably
What did you say?
Probably for right now I'll just say Raiders of the Lost Ark just to say something because I know that's a really good
What
movie.
is that?
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones, the first one.
I said Star Wars.
It's a great movie.
I bet it is, man. I bet it
I know the
does. I
history
bet it
there,
does
so
well on
it's
the
like,
white
it's like right up
circuit.
my alley. See, thank you.
That's the one with Shia LaBeouf.
He drinks milk.
No, that's the last one was with Shia LaBeouf. That one was.
That's the Crystal Skull.
It's like having this is the whole
No,
movie.
Shia LaBeouf wasn't.
Oh,
Wasn't even alive.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, but I didn't know he was in a new one.
The first time that I
Yeah.
heard about Indiana Jones was in like PE class. We had like a game where you had to like run and they threw balls at you like from each side. You had to like get through without getting hit. Grab the thing at the end and run back.
That wasn't in Indiana Jones.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I guess it was the arrows.
The arrows and like shooting at him.
They know what the ball today when they're in Indiana Jones.
Well, obviously we don't got no arrows.
All right, yeah.
Taking out cast.
So, Flam, someone asked, we're going to work it back this way. Flam, why did you decide to move out? And then they asked again, for whatever reason, at the end of that, they said, was you going broke?
Like the saying, was I going for broke?
No, like,
Wait, what?
like, Flam, why did you decide to move out? Was you going broke? Maybe answer it in both ways. Were you going for broke, I guess? Like, the same, but I think they're more so saying, like, were you broke? So you're like, let me move out with the Maverick fam so I can stop being
why
broke.
did he move out here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The reason I moved out here is just because I felt like I had a higher calling than just working an average job. I never felt like that was for me anyway. Same reason I dropped out of college. I knew it wasn't for me. So I saw an opportunity out here and I felt very safe, and I'm fortunate to meet these beautiful people behind me. And they always supported me. Even when I first came out here for a stand-up, it was like all love from every single person out here. And, you know, Dion just kept talking to me, Trent and Juice. Come on, man, just do it. Just move. Just do it. And I'm like, yeah, just do it. And then, you know what? I had an epiphany. I think the third time I was out here, like in November. So it's like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I ain't getting no younger.
There it is.
25. I don't have any responsibilities as far as a relationship or a child to worry about. So why not do it now? It's the best time to glow. As far as the going broke part, I actually had a really good job. I had like shot up the ranks at the hotel I was working at. I had a cool little wage. I was living with my mom,
He came out here pretty set up. He definitely wasn't broke.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't broke.
He didn't move like a broke person.
Yeah, I am cheap though. Like I'm super frugal. So as far as that question, but as far as going for broke, like just doing that or bust. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, as far as like going for broke and just doing it, that's kind of how I've always been. So, but like I said, it's cool to go for broke when you have a support system to fall back on, but don't depend on it.
Yes.
So, like, I didn't come out here just like, oh, Dion, give me a job. I have a job to sustain for myself.
Right.
And
that's why we rock with Flam so much, because it's clear. Right. He's not trying to leech off of anyone.
Right.
He's just trying to join a winning team, man. And I think we're good at that. We're not good at just having fun in terms of like just being lazy and like so if you're someone that is committed to making something happen, we're going to be a great circle because we're trying to get it 24/7.
Yes, sir.
And we probably need to do better collectively as unplugging and kind of just chilling a little bit more. But you talk about grind, focus, vision, we're full of that. Full of it. Luke, have you ever been spotted in public?
No. I've only been out here
like recognized?
Nah, yeah, I've only been out here a month, so I don't think there's people had enough time to learn my face and spot me.
Shawty at Chick-fil-A was feeling me.
Juice got Luke got a Chick-fil-A.
It was probably the same one from last time.
No, it wasn't. She was working inside this time. No, last one was on.
Oh, there was another one?
Okay,
yeah, there was another girl that was shopping.
Dang, Luke got the juice.
Okay.
I'll let you guys know if it goes anywhere.
Okay. Yeah, updates.
What's up?
Oh.
I said, if it goes anywhere, I'll let you know.
Like if you go back and like.
Yeah. Can I get your number? My pleasure. Yeah.
Babe, someone asked both of us, what's the best thing we've done for our marriage?
It's an interesting question.
That's a real interesting. I feel like she'll recognize something quicker than I will. I think we've kept it in its proper priority despite us having so many things that we have to focus on. Anytime we get out of whack, like we don't let us stay. So I'll say like our marriage sometimes we'll like get really busy with the kids at times or with business or her health or anything that we have going on. But we both have a really good radar of getting too far and be like, yo, we need to connect and make sure that we get back. Like we have this zone that we're both in, and when we're both in the right zone together, locked in with us at the top, God at the top, and then us, and then letting everything else flow from that. It low key is unfair how dope we are. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Like some of y'all, I don't even think y'all could. Man, it's fluffed up. Don't even yes, aspire to do it, but when we it's tough to beat. And when we're out of that for too long, I think we notice it and we're like, come on, let's fix that. That's what I think. Do you think that's accurate?
Yeah, and I think too, because it was the best thing we've done for our marriage.
Yeah.
Dion and I also, with keeping our marriage in the proper perspective, Dion and I have maintained our best friendness. Our original foundation of being friends with no other intention. So if you didn't know, Dion and I didn't date and go through all that kind of stuff. Like we were in different relationships.
That's dope.
With knowing I if you would have told me this was gonna be my life, 13 years ago, I'd have been like, oh, you're on crack. There's no way. I'm gonna marry Dion and have kids. No. So just our honesty with each other and just growing together and just making sure we're friends. We're not just husband and wife. We're not just parents. This is my boy.
Yeah.
So.
And that's probably speaking to what I was saying, that best friend locked in. Good stuff. All right, Juice, what were you doing before you were working for Dion and Jazz?
I worked as a cashier at Safeway, Walmart, Albertsons. I pretty much just lived a basic life. I had my 9 to 5. I went to work. I got off. I hooped. I did hood rat things with my hood rat friends. I went to school. Yeah, just a basic life. Not nothing too crazy. Y'all think I was out there actually shooting people and stuff?
I was crazy. I always make fun of Jazz and call her a hoodlum and stuff too. We joke. You look back what, mama? You was yeah, Juice wasn't that bad. Juice wasn't robbing old ladies. But you was a bad kid.
I was just easily influenced.
There you go.
I
like it.
Yeah, my friends had a fun idea. If I thought it was fun, I was with it. And I feel like that's kind of what gets me in trouble a lot.
Yeah. Trent, what are your goals for this year? Trent don't really like y'all being up in his pockets, man. Trent like, you gonna find out when he wants you to find out.
Yeah, I could come up with like shareable goals though.
Okay, cool.
So one goal is to continue to like grow personally with more stuff, like more knowledge, just continue to meditate and learn more about God as well. So that's that. One goal. Another goal is to actually be in the gym consistently and weigh like 25 more pounds than I currently do now.
No, we changed this to 20.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You want to go to 25.
Let's do 22. 22.
22.
I like
it. Is.
Yep.
And Flam's dropping 40. And it's crazy too. I'll tell you this. It's crazy how secure Trent is. Like, when I was his age, I was really more about talking about my goals. And I wanted you to be impressed. And I wanted you to know that I was going to achieve them. Trent is so low key, and it's not because he doesn't have any or things that he's working on. He's okay with just working on it and making progress, which is kind of rare for like people his age. Like he's just focused on what he's focused on. And there's a lot of similarities that I see in Luke too, and that's why Luke works here. Like, I'm really proud of these young guys. They're ahead of me when I was their age. So
thank you.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna go to some of them that are for everybody, and we'll start with you, Flam. We'll do a kind of speed round.
All right.
5 years ago, was the position you're in now life, career, family where you pictured yourself, or was it different? And if so, why and how is it different?
So when I was 20 years old, so 5 years ago?
No.
5 years ago, I was working.
Seen you just moving out here, focusing on your YouTube career.
I would have never thought I'd be this close. I was working at the Jungle at the time.
What's that?
That's like the little jungle play place I was working at.
Okay,
Yeah.
I remember that.
And that's when
I remember that.
That's when I first started.
For a long time.
Yeah, I used to watch your streams at work, and if you would have told me I'd be working with the person I'm at work watching on YouTube on my lunch break, I would have laughed in your face like Jazz basically said. So to see that happen, that's dope.
Yeah. All right, Juice. 5 years ago. So you've been out here 5 years.
Yeah.
So let's push yours to just before moving out here. Where did you see yourself, and where are you at versus that?
I saw myself like going to college, trying to walk onto a basketball team. I had started going to GCU. I was just really ready to like do the classical route that everybody said, like go to college, get a degree, find a job. And that all changed obviously when I moved out here with people who actually like believed in my dreams and actually told me that I could do something other than what the blueprint was. I didn't think I'd be doing what I'm doing now, but I'm happy to be doing what I'm doing now.
Facts.
I wouldn't switch it for nothing.
I'm really excited for him too. He's mentioned it in the mukbang we did, but he's kind of picking that basketball dream up a little bit too. And it's just always important to him. Like, he just likes to play. Juice is like, he plays it, he just has fun playing ball. Like, we'll be at church, all dressed for church, and he hears a basketball bouncing in front. He's like, check rock. Like, even I love basketball, but not like that. I'm not hooping in my church clothes. So I'm happy for him, and I'm hoping he makes a nice run with that and gets to a place that he's happy. So, okay, 5 years ago, Trent. Jeez. What was the goal? 13.
8th grade.
Wow.
Middle school Trent?
Yeah, but
Dang, so that was when you were like taking your pants off, beating Juice in front of your girlfriend?
And all I did was like, I didn't do nothing productive. I would go sit at PlayStation parties all night and play games. That was it.
And did you think this far ahead on what you would be doing?
Yeah, it was some dumb ideas though.
Like what?
Well, like one, I wanted to be a trainer, but I'm not big, so I can't do that.
And ain't done nothing towards that, okay?
And then I thought I'm like,
I'm gonna play tennis for a little bit.
Nah. I was just bored, alright? But I thought of Best Buy, working at Best Buy.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
That was a goal? That's dope.
It was just weird.
That sucks.
I had no plan.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. And now me and Trent were just talking. He's got a lot of goals for the next 5 years. All right, Luke.
So 5 years ago, I was in my freshman year.
Okay.
And yeah, I was pretty much just like Juice on the route of just doing the traditional, go to college. I was going to be a teacher. But yeah, I wasn't even doing much like to get there, like in freshman year of high school, so just like trying, I wasn't really doing much productive. So yeah, it's crazy 5 years later to be out here doing something with my life, and so suddenly, I guess.
Right.
I was a year into college when I dropped out, so still pretty early, you know. So yeah, I had no vision for where I'm at today.
Right. And Luke's gonna get a lot of opportunities here. He's low-key already running the Clips channel all by himself. So as y'all see that channel being managed, uploaded, and prospering, that's all this guy. So
okay, Luke.
Shout out to Big Luke, Wifey, 5 years ago.
Dion and I have always talked about, like importing people from all over and like building this awesome family of like community of life.
That way too.
You said like importing immigrants? Or?
Yeah, I was like,
I looked around, no one else.
I regret moving out here for a second.
Bringing people in here just
because this is Albuquerque, man. Like,
yeah,
Albuquerque does have cool people here. We love it, but we have so many people that are special to us that don't live here.
Yeah, like, and the list goes on. Like Chellin said, y'all are next.
Yeah.
But so as far as like as far as like our surroundings and stuff like that, things are pretty much moving how Dion and I have talked about and envisioned them to be. I'd say my biggest surprises are DJ and my health. I was hoping, of course, 5 years ago to be better and not sick anymore, and I'm way worse than I was. But I don't know, at the same time, I've realized my strength, and just with my illness and stuff, God's moved a lot of people out and moved a lot of really awesome people in. So yeah, halfway what I envisioned and halfway not at all. So yeah.
Me, man, I've matured a lot in 5 years, and my expectations have changed. Probably 5 years. I thought we'd already be running the world. Yeah, probably 5 years ago you would ask me, I would have thought crazy. So probably a little more progress, but I've also grown and changed my expectations on how that gets done. And so I'm very happy with how we've been progressing and the people that we've been bringing on and the impact that we have made. And we're making impacts in some different areas and I didn't really consider before. So yeah, not we're as far as I thought, but we're further in other areas. And so that's very important to me as well. Let's probably do one more round and then we'll call it.
I forgot to hit record.
I'm sleep.
I was about to hit you.
Right.
We'll let Luke start this round of questions here with one thing that you want to improve on in 2020.
It's a good one. I think not being as judgmental as I am. I think that's one of my bigger struggles as a person, just judging other people pretty quickly and being fairly condemning, I guess, and other people's faults. And that's something that is never good to have. You know what I mean? So yeah, I wish I could work on that. That's just something I'd like to work on in 2020.
That's tight.
I think that's the area I've grown a lot too. I used to be really unforgiving, and I would hold grudges with ninjas. And yeah, Juice's favorite tattoo is actually for both of you guys, Juice and Wifey.
It's a mixture between my great grandma's name on my left arm and probably my chest piece, and then a close third with my chest piece is my guardian angel on my side. That's supposed to represent my mom. This is just something that makes me feel like she's always here, always there,
You answer quick, babe, and then your real question we're gonna have is how you stay so strong during all your health issues.
Favorite tattoo is my one on my right calf. It's a Bible verse, Proverbs 18:24. He who has unreliable friends soon comes to ruin, but there is one who sticks closer than a brother. Paulina has the exact same tattoo, and we did it ourselves with the little doodles that are around it, or doodles we used to put on our notes and stuff in elementary school. And Paulina's my sister by choice, so that's been my goon for 17 years. Means a lot to me. We did a lot of research to decide on a bird.
Okay. Stay strong during health.
What do you mean?
How do you stay so strong despite your health issues?
Oh, I had 2 questions. I'm confused.
Yep, you had 2 questions.
Oh, okay.
There was a time where I don't know if you heard me. I was hurry up and answer that because you have 2 questions.
Oh, I thought you just told me to hurry up. So we could move on.
Dang, you just shut off the second part of my intel. I see. Jeez.
This guy right here. There's so much that goes on that doesn't get vlogged or put on social media and things like that, and he's there and by my side for all of it. Bianca didn't know we went to the hospital
Jeez.
the other day, so it's there even people that live in my house don't always know what's happening and what's going on with me. and just being able to like get through my day or be in pain or be out of breath doing simple things and just feeling just depleted. I know that I can count on him to be close and cuddle and recharge, and that I can talk to and just be vulnerable. And he...
My bad, we had an issue with the camera. We're back, okay? Babe, you were saying, you were doing so beautiful. That was like one of the best answers. Do you want to just start from the beginning? You want to say it all over again?
I'm pretty sure the camera won't mess up again, Jazz. You should be.
Yeah, you're good.
You should be okay now? Oh, okay,
Are we
cool.
recording, Trent?
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
I go through a lot. My health is terrifying, getting through things through the day and whatnot, and just being able to come home and know that I have somebody who loves me for me, like sickness and all. Just still loves me, still tells me I'm sexy, still wants to spend time with me and be around me, hasn't left or got fed up with emergency room visits and emergency room co-pays and medical bills, and like, I'm a lot, and he loves me for me. He told me the other day while we were in the waiting room for an appointment that he wouldn't choose any other life, like everything else about me is like worth it, and that just makes me feel good, that to him I'm not just some sick person. I'm still what he considers, his sexy wife, and that just blesses my heart.
Yeah, Jasmine. That was a great answer. That was lit.
Y'all are so stupid.
You get answer of the video.
Whatever.
Someone asked me how I stay. What? Huh?
I said, it kind of looks like me.
Donkey Kong?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Man, you just roasted yourself?
Nah, because his forehead's low like mine. But go ahead, my bad.
The more I look at him, I'm like, yeah, that is Flam. Someone asked how I stay motivated to get the bag. I think because it's not really about the bag no more. It's about, trust me though, I love making money and I'm very serious and passionate about it, but it's so I can do things, man. It's so we could hire Luke and the things that Luke could bring to help us move things forward. There's a lot that I want to do. I just need the funds to do it. And so I'm gonna keep grinding, trying to provide for you guys. I'm gonna sell dope things to you guys. And as we get it, cause like I'm simple, man. I wear like the same clothes. I don't need a dope car. Man, my car been getting beat up so bad over the years, man. Juice, Bianca, and they crashed. Juice stopped. Juice got his own car. And Juice wanna stop crashing now that he got his.
It wasn't me. Like the first crash, it was not my fault.
Ninja, you crashed into a garage. I don't want to hear it. Okay, someone was parked. It ain't even moved.
I don't know. Okay, my first car accident was not mine.
And Juice passed that on to Bianca. She been beating my car up now. Damn. I don't even care about that stuff. I think one thing I do want is like a comfy house. So I want like a dope house, like half the stuff that y'all won't even need. Like I need a steam room at the crib. I need a basketball, like a gym at the crib so DJ can be running scrimmages. And
I need a she shed.
A she shed, yeah. That's like the one baller thing that I want. But honestly, before I even have all of that, I want to make sure our offices are dope and that we have the vision for that. So like all the money that I want, it's not for like typical reasons you would see people wanting money, like for Lambos or for a certain kind of lifestyle. And so it's not even about the bag. And I would say that's why I'm so motivated. I see people and change and things that are real to me and that have real meaning, not just for now, but for really even in eternity. So that's what's motivating about it for me. That's a good question though. Flam, I thought this was a good one for you because people might not hear it and they might not see every video. But what can they expect on your channel? Because there's a whole new fire that you have towards that.
Yeah, man. It's like I said, not the last time I was out here, but the time before that I was out here. I was just sitting here. I remember it too. Like before I was coming out here, like I cooked up a PowerPoint. I was looking up like wages and the cost of living here. Everything to fit my dream as far as like, okay, if I want to cop this camera to stream, how much would I have to save up? What's the cost of living? As far as my channel goes, me and Dion were talking about it, but we talked about it like real briefly. We're probably gonna talk more about it later. Madden for sure is gonna probably be the staple, just because that's what I'm most comfortable with. That's what I've been doing for the longest, and just trying to find my niche in that YouTube streaming universe. I feel like my people skills and my ability to connect with other people and making people laugh is like what I love doing. So if I could do that on my YouTube channel, whether it be through Madden videos or heck, if I'm the only black dude playing Hearthstone, I can still make somebody laugh. That's pretty much the goal. But the goal is to just make a bunch of people happy and laugh through my channel. But we're probably going to be rocking a lot of Madden over there. Another thing that's hot is a lot of reaction videos. And all my stuff is genuine. You know, I don't put on a facade because it's a certain video I'm watching or whatever is hot or trending. Everything's going to be genuine and nothing's going to be fake or anything like that. So
there it is. Sounds like some heat.
Yeah, man. Link will be in the description. Y'all check my guy out.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good way for us to wrap this up. Tons of good answers here. Tons of great questions. We definitely appreciate you guys. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. One I want to address really quickly because Vinny asked for like my jersey size and where to send stuff on the P.O. box. I just want to mention that so that you guys, if you guys do want to send us stuff, we can do another P.O. box opening. We haven't done that in a while. So if you have anyone you want to send stuff for, I mean, until they can send us stuff for you until you get a P.O. box, Flam. Then get your own P.O. box. I don't want to be responsible for your stuff, but we have one.
It's funny you say that because my modem is getting sent here.
It sure is. Yeah. So might as well. I'll send y'all crap here too. But we're gonna have it in the description, okay? But a way that you can get it in case Juice forgets, because Juice, here's how you're gonna get it. Go to Twitch, ! P.O. box. It's a command. It's gonna pop up. Copy that. Put it in the description. But if you get confused, Luke can do it. Actually, Luke,
I got it.
Tag him in a Trello card. Get him with the P.O. box because Luke found it for me.
It's in the daily descriptions. 66346.
Wait, it's in all of them?
Yes.
No. Stop playing. No, it ain't.
Yeah, I might should.
Dang.
Okay. I was like, Luke. I was like, back me up.
I don't know.
I'm looking the most recent.
It is.
PO Box 66346.
That's why I'm the one that reads things.
Hey, Jazz,
trash,
the numbers though.
Just saying. It's on every video.
It sure is. Vinny, just go to Daily. You don't rock with Daily Dose, Vinny?
You might just not check the description.
Right. Yeah, it ain't at the top. So scroll down a little bit and I'll take an XL, man. Appreciate you, buddy. All right. We love you guys. Thank you all so much for rocking with us. Y'all are awesome. Till next time. God first. God bless.